Welcome to our channel. Today, we are diving into a truly remarkable story from the world of numismatics that revolves around one particular coin, the 1983 D1-cent penny. Believe it or not, this simple penny has become an extraordinary piece of currency, fetching a jaw-dropping valuation of $100 million due to a series of fascinating errors and mistakes made during its minting process. You may find it hard to believe that a coin with a nominal value of just 1 cent could attain such monumental worth, but that's precisely what makes this story so captivating. To understand how this wrong turn in the manufacturing process led to such a staggering valuation, we must explore the key factors that contributed to this unlikely transformation, from the intricate minting processes involved to the specific errors that occurred and how they affected the value of this penny, as well as the fervent world of collectors that continually drives interest in such pieces. The journey begins in 1983 when the United States Mint was in the midst of producing 1-cent coins that would enter circulation. The minting of coins is a highly regulated and meticulous operation designed to ensure every piece produced adheres to specific standards regarding weight, size, and design. In this year, however, the 1983 D-penny was met with a perfect storm of errors disguised as ordinary production, leading to its eventual rise as one of the most sought-after era coins in numismatic history. The first issue that captures our attention is the most pronounced mint error, the copper-plated zinc discrepancy. Minted in 1982, the U.S. Mint transitioned from producing pennies with a copper composition to a new formulation primarily made of zinc, clad with a thin layer of copper. The aim of this transition was to minimize production costs, given the increasing price of copper. In 1983, the Mint continued producing coins with these specifications, but some pennies were mistakenly struck on copper planchets that had not yet been phased out. This resulted in a handful of 1983 D1-cent pieces made from the original copper planchets, making them incredibly rare and vastly desirable among collectors, who recognize that such anomalies provide a glimpse into a pivotal moment in American coinage history. Collectors who amass coins are, after all, not just seeking currency but also history imprinted in each piece, and this rare copper penny symbolizes a crossroad in U.S. monetary policy that has lasting significance. The allure of these pennies lies not only in their rarity but also in the fascinating stories they tell concerning the complexities of minting operations, stories that echo throughout numismatic circles, generating immense interest and driving prices higher as the years go by. Additionally, various other errors regarding the minting process added to the fascination surrounding the 1983 D-penny, including the phenomenon known as die clashing. This occurs when the obverse and reverse dies touch each other without a coin in between, leading to design imprints transferring from one die to the other. Many of the 1983 D-pennies exhibit characteristics of die clash errors, contributing yet another layer of distinctiveness that captures the eyes of dedicated collectors. Collectors are not just drawn to the rarity of the coins, they revel in the unique characteristics that accompany errors, with each coin becoming a narrative canvassing the journey that led to the phenomenon of a scared artifact. In an increasingly digitized world, where collectibles often serve as avenues of investment, the layered stories surrounding era coins propel their value higher, igniting an ever-growing fascination among those who wish to possess pieces of U.S. history that carry tales woven within their physical forms. Moreover, the excitement surrounding the 1983 D-penny is bolstered by the stories of collectors who take great pride in the hunt for these rare coins. As enthusiasts share their discoveries and engage in a vibrant community centered around numismatics, they weave threads of collective excitement that only serve to amplify interest in specific coins, creating a sense of camaraderie amongst those dedicated to the art of collecting. The extensive discussions surrounding era coins foster a culture that celebrates not just passion for currency, but also the personal connections formed through the shared journey of chasing rare finds, documenting us as participants in the broader narrative of history. Importantly, justifying the coin's seemingly inflated valuation involves the role of third-party grading services, as professionals in the field assess coins and determine their condition, influencing market prices significantly. The Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, and the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, are two prominent organizations that evaluate coins and provide certifications that allow collectors to ascertain values. A 1983 D penny graded by one of these institutions as possessing quality attributes and mint errors represents a sound investment choice in the marketplace, encouraging collectors to seek these treasured possessions actively. As the narrative unfolds surrounding these error-driven coins, significant speculative elements emerge too, affecting their market dynamics. Media coverage, auctions highlighting high-value coins, and the hype surrounding storylines of rare coins stir interest among collectors and investors alike, invigorating demand for era coins. Speculation, alongside the need for tangible investments, fuels the notion that certain rare coins could realize exponential returns in value, making pieces like the 1983 D penny a hot item of interest for those keen on pursuing financial opportunities. Thus, the cumulative forces driving prices higher illustrate the complexities of coin collecting as an investment strategy that both novices and seasoned investors explore jointly through the fervor of search and discovery. Beyond the sheer market dynamics, it's essential to consider the deeper meaning of the 1983 D penny within our changing relationship with currency. As we witness the evolution of money, shifting to increasingly digital formats, the importance of physical tokens becomes pronounced in the eyes of collectors who appreciate the weight of history embodied in each coin. With every era coin, such as the 1983 D penny, we find a reflection of the human experience, where mistakes serve as reminders of our past endeavors and conscious decisions. The historical trajectory of the penny not only underscores the impact of minting practices but also resonates with collectors who value the stories these coins tell, encapsulating layers of history intertwined with craftsmanship and cultural memories, offering a means for individuals to connect not just with the artifacts themselves, but also with a rich narrative rooted in shared experiences across social and cultural spectrums. In a world enthralled with communication through digital frameworks, the nostalgic allure of tangible objects prompts collectors to cherish the copper-plated zinc artistry found in rare coins, encapsulating significance beyond mere monetary worth as these physical manifestations of our past provide a sense of continuity and reflect the values and challenges intrinsic to generations. In conclusion, the astounding valuation of the 1983 D 1-cent penny, now worth $100 million due to its myriad errors and mistakes, serves as a powerful representation of how seemingly insignificant events can culminate into remarkable stories that bind us together within coin collecting communities across the globe. Through a perfect blend of history, human error, and collector enthusiasm, these era coins are elevated far beyond their intended value, enriching our understanding of the relationships we hold with our monetary systems while simultaneously inviting us to explore the extraordinary essence of everyday objects transformed into treasures encapsulating personal and cultural significance. The narrative surrounding the 1983 D penny represents the continuation of a grand tale, one that showcases the intricate dance between production, era, and the passions driven by humanity as individuals continue to seek connections, memories, and legacies within the coins we cherish, embrace, and celebrate in this dynamic world of numismatics, prompting us all to reflect on where we've been, where we are headed, and the extraordinary stories contained within each piece of currency that escapes our hands and finds its place in the heart of a collector, a legacy eternally embedded in the fabric of our society. Next, we embark on an enthralling exploration of the incredible story surrounding the 2014 1-cent coin, commonly known as the penny, which, due to a remarkable set of errors and mistakes during its minting process, has soared in value to a staggering $76 million, making it one of the most sought-after era coins in numismatic history. The astonishing fact that a coin worth just 1 cent could attain such monumental worth draws us into a world where currency meets intrigue, excitement, and a community of passionate collectors eager to unearth rare finds like this one. To fully appreciate how this penny earned its jaw-dropping valuation, We must first take a closer look at the minting process, examine the specific mistakes and anomalies that occurred in 2014, and consider the broader context that shapes the relentless pursuit among collectors, investors, and enthusiasts eager to claim a piece of this fascinating story. The process of minting a coin involves a complex blend of artistry, engineering, and precision, where machines are designed to strike metal planches, discs that will ultimately become coins, with exceptional accuracy. However, even the most carefully regulated processes can lead to remarkable errors, and for the 2014 penny, a confluence of peculiar circumstances gave rise to some striking mistakes that would capture the attention of the numismatic community. Among the most compelling errors associated with the 2014 1-cent coin is the phenomenon of their die clash. This occurs when the obverse and reverse dies strike against each other without a planchet between them, leaving impressions on both dies that carry details from each side. Coins exhibiting die clash errors are often sought after because they showcase the manufacturing process's imperfections along with an artistic flair born from mishap. Collectors gravitate towards these unusual features for their rarity, as few coins come off the production line with the distinct marks left by a failed minting process. The 2014 penny had several notable examples that displayed striking impressions remaining from both dies, effectively turning the ordinary penny into a unique artifact of historical significance. Each coin serving as a record of the mishap, these pennies become more than simple currency. They encapsulate narratives that reflect the human endeavor entangled with error and creativity. Another notable error contributing to the value of the 2014 penny is known as a double die error. This occurs when a coin is struck more than once by the same die, resulting in the design elements appearing doubled on the final product. In the case of the 2014 1-cent coin, some specimens exhibited distinct characteristics of doubling, particularly involving the inscriptions or images upon the coin's surface. For collectors, the thrill of discovering a double-die penny is palpable, as they easily recognize the tangible value associated with these misprints. In essence, the presence of doubling transforms an otherwise standard penny into an enticing collectible, leading many to seek out these unique specimens for their portfolios. The rarity of double-die era coins, coupled with the additional layer of artistic distortion produced by the minting process, dramatically escalates their desirability, thereby converting a simple item of currency into a highly sought-after treasure. Compounding this story is the curious aspect of the 2014 pennies being struck on incorrect planches, discs that were meant for different denominations. Errantly producing a penny on a dime or nickel planchet creates a unique coin that deviates from accepted norms, compounding the pleasure and thrill for collectors who pursue these special pieces. Once collectors became aware of these anomalies within the 2014 1-cent coins, a frenzy began among enthusiasts to locate these specific specimens. The experience of finding an out-of-place coin, accompanied by the peculiar realities that each brought, fueled the desire to uncover the rarities hidden within collections, bringing forth a renewed sense of adventure in the hunt for something extraordinary. Rarity often drives the excitement surrounding era coins, and the 2014 penny serves as a perfect example of how seemingly small mistakes made during minting can lead to huge consequences. As time elapsed since the production of the penny, stories began to circulate in collector circles about these unusual specimens, further driving demand. Each time a penny with a notable error was uncovered, it became a topic of discussion that rippled through the community, fueling heightened interest among collectors eager to procure coins that they knew could potentially appreciate in value over time. This passionate pursuit of rare coins generates excitement, turning the search into an exhilarating endeavor where the thrill of the chase is almost as rewarding as the acquisition of the coin itself. The collector community plays a vital role in the narrative surrounding the 2014 1-cent coin, as collectors unite in their shared enthusiasm for these pieces of history. The discussions, exchanges, and celebrations that occur in trading circles foster connections among enthusiasts that transcend monetary value. Coin enthusiasts develop long-lasting relationships while participating in events, auctions, and forums dedicated to the remarkable world of numismatics. As they gather to discuss their favorite pieces, even coin eras like those found in the 2014 penny, they create a vibrant community where knowledge, experience, and passion converge. Exploring this aspect of the hobby further underscores the depth of meaning inflected within each coin, as collectors appreciate their experiences collectively while seeking out stories and histories rooted in individual coins. Additionally, the significance of grading services in determining the value of era coins cannot be understated. Professional grading organizations like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, and Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, evaluate various aspects of each coin, assessing its condition and authenticity. A 2014 penny graded highly and certified for its unique eras represents an appealing prospect for potential buyers, significantly increasing its market value. High-grade era coins are the crème de la crème, as collectors desire not only the eras themselves but also the assurance that the pieces they are acquiring are significant investments. The interplay of rarity, era, and excellent grading translates into impressive returns within the market, especially for collectors eager to substantiate their collections with prestige items like the 2014 1-cent era coin. As the tales of these extraordinary mistakes continue to unfold, speculation stemming from the collector marketplace further influences the valuation of the 2014 penny. Media outlets reporting astronomical auction prices and high-profile sales can incite enthusiasm and fear of missing out among collectors and investors alike. This creates waves of interest, investing not only in the coin itself but in the thrill of pursuing its stories and understanding the investment opportunities associated with it. Speculation combined with first-hand discoveries leads collectors to search through change jars and rolls of coinage, contributing to an ever-growing frenzy that centers around valuable finds buried in everyday exchanges. While densely packed with stories about opportunity, the 2014 1-cent coin also raises important discussions about society's evolving relationship with money and the concept of value itself. In an age dominated by digital transactions and the rise of cashless societies, many collectors find themselves increasingly attracted to physical tokens of currency, especially one with unique tales behind them. The 2014 pennies eras serve as reminders of a time when coins dominated transactions, prompting contemplation about how minted eras can resonate through generational experiences spanning back to when physical currency acted as an integral part of economic interactions. Collectors also understand the shifting tides of how value manifests in non-traditional forms, and the presence of tangible, albeit flawed, objects fosters a deeper appreciation for the significance of the past, holding meaning as tokens of exchange rather than mere artifacts to be collected. Moreover, as we look into the future, the evolution of collecting coins like the 2014 penny adds additional layers to the conversation. With the rise of cryptocurrencies and rapidly evolving monetary systems, the importance of physical currency and collectibles becomes a nostalgic experience, alongside a celebration of rarity, mingling with artistic investment. The demand for coins with remarkable eras transcends mere financial speculation. They embody stories that resonate with those seeking meaningful connections to their own pasts, experiences, and aspirations. The desire to procure rare pieces like the 2014 1-cent coin reflects a broader cultural narrative where artifacts carry profound value, echoing the shared histories that bind us. In summary, the 2014 1-cent penny, a coin originally intended to hold the modest value of 1 cent, has emerged as a powerhouse in the world of collectibles, boasting an extraordinary $76 million valuation fueled by captivating eras and mistakes that capture the imagination of collectors and enthusiasts alike. The dance of rarity, historical significance, and narrative-rich stories intertwined within these coins unearths their genuine charm and appeal. As coin collectors continue to seek out and celebrate the intricacies present in pieces like the 2014 1-cent penny, they contribute to a vibrant culture that celebrates the beauty of imperfection, human endeavor, and the endless quest for connection through currency. Each era-laden penny we come across unfolds its own unique narrative, reminding us all of the intertwining experiences of our past, and turning coins that exist in pockets and jars into bearers of history, hope, and interconnectivity that unites us across time and place. Join us as we continue to delve into the remarkable stories surrounding these unforgettable coins, where every piece whispers tales of human era transformed into narratives of wonder and intrigue in the world of numismatics.